Hi, crafters. How are you all doing? I'm doing fine. I finally can, as we say in Dutch, shout it off the roofs. But it was a learning curve. Let me say it like that. Oh, I will tell you all about it. But first, I like to show you, explain, etc. Because I know there are people who don't watch the entire live streams, and I understand that. So I will do first things first. First of all, I like to thank you all for ordering. I only have a few left. It's not that many, but the Nutcracker Lady. She is still available as a cutting die set in my Etsy store, but yeah, I only have about 10 to 12 left, and then she will be sold out. I also like to thank you all for buying the bow die set. That one I still have about 30 left, and those will then be sold out too. So if you still want one, make sure to grab one because I will not order more. I have ordered so many things in the off in the, I wanted to go to Dutch in the last few days that my bank account says, Nicole, you have to stop your um, shopping spree. Hi, Adriana. Hi, Francine. Good evening. Well, first, in the last live stream, I showed you guys this frame that I bought. Sorry for the glare. I can't handle the glare in a better way. I will try to do my best. But this is a very white frame, not white, but wide frame I bought at IKEA. I made a stencil for it in so I could pin. Let me see if I can. A lot of responses for people who wanted this backdrop. If you want it, send me an email and I will send it to you for free. So you will get the backdrop. So you can, if you have a frame like this and you want to display your enamel pins like this, and I made it in A4 and in 8.5 by 11. So if you email me, let me know which size you want, and I will send you the PDF file because what I did is I printed it on 350 GSM paper, and that's all I did. And I put them in the frame, and I think it's very lovely to have. But yeah, um, it's a present from me to all of you who want it, of course. Hi, Anke. Thank you for joining me. Okay, I first will tell you all about it, and then I will tell you the story behind it because oh my goodness, it is a story, and I know that not all people are interested in the story, but some of you like my story. So, well, um, first, and yeah, again, I have to do this on pre-order, but the first one I'm going to show you is an enamel pin, and that pin will be here in about 3 days. So the pre-order isn't for that long of a time, but I had to put it as a 1 to 2 weeks pre-order in my Etsy shop, else I will get in trouble with Etsy and stuff like that. So um, within 2, 3 work days, I will have those pins that I'm going to show you now in. And I know it's just on a piece of rubbish paper. I know. If you want to see a clear picture of it, go to my Etsy shop. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to buy it. But if you want to see a clear picture, there you can find a clear picture. But it's a craft mat and it has like those blue glue pens, a blue glue pen on it, and it has one of my scissors, my signature scissors on it. And the paper that's on the craft mat will have glitter inside. Trust me, the glitter won't shed off, so you don't have to worry about that. But these are my drawings. If you want to see a clearer picture, visit my Etsy shop. Um, we Dutch always say viewing does not cost you anything. You don't have to buy them, but there you can see a clear picture. I can only print them on paper like this, or I need to wait until they are in here. But since it costed me an arm and a leg, and I will explain why, I yeah, I'm now trying to release them as good as I'm able to. The second one is a more exciting one, I think, because I finally managed to make an interactive pin of a cutting die machine or a die cutting machine. We in Dutch say cutting die machine or die cutting. Yeah, I don't know which to put first, but a cutting die machine or a die cutting machine, whatever. It's this one. I put a video of the actual thing on my Instagram, and my Instagram is Nicole's Paper Crafts, just the same name as my Etsy shop is. So if you want to see, wait a minute, I have the video on my phone. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. Um, I have to go to pictures, but there was a little bit of trouble in paradise, like they say. So I'm going to explain to you all. Oh, this is a picture of the video. Where the freak did I let the video go? Oh, wait a minute. I have a perfect video of the Crafty Vibe pin. This is the pin. The video the manufacturer sent me when the pin was ready. So there you see the pin. And this one will be here in 1 or 2 days. And this video, no, this video is not on my Instagram. But now I'm looking for the other video. If I can find it. Yeah, here it is. I will see if I can zoom in for you guys. Yeah, here you can see the pin in action. So, but if you look closely, you see that this part is offset way too much to the wrong side. So this video was from the manufacturer to me to show, hey, is this good? And then I told them, that's not good. It needs to be centered. I will tell the story in a second, but this is the interactive pin, and this one will be shipped out to me in about 2 days. So if all goes well, within 1 week, I will have them here. Slightly more than 1 week. But it was a drama. But if you buy both pins, so the cutting mat pin that I showed you a second ago, and the interactive pin, if you buy them both, I will add a free gift to your envelope. And trust me, it will not be a rubbish gift. I think you guys will like it. And I did my best to make it fun. So if you buy them both, I will add a free gift with a value of about $10. So, yeah, with shipping and all, yeah, about $10. I don't know what the conversion is right this minute, but it cost me about €8. So that's about $10. And then I have to add shipping. Let's say $10. So if you buy the interactive pin and the crafty vibe pin, you will get a free gift. And if I have enough gifts left, because I only ordered about 50, and you make another large order, for example, you also for to complete your collection, you order 1 or 2 of the older pins. I will see if I can add a gift to that too. I think so. So, but yeah, that's my offer to you guys. So if you buy the both of the new pins, you will get a free gift. If you buy 2 of each, you will get 2 gifts, etc. Um, So that are the details about the new pins. When they are here, I will do a video and I show you how they work and how they look and all that fun stuff. But I wanted to come on to tell you the story how things came together. And it's I believe it's a fun story, with a little bit of drama at the end, as usual. But yeah, I will tell all about it. Hi, Sudha. Thank you for joining. Well, it all started. I'm interested in those bits. Oh, thank you. Oh, I think if you hear the story, you will think, oh, you've gone a long way to make this happen. A few months ago, I was talking to Tracy. I will try to keep it as short as possible, but a few months ago, I was talking to Tracy and she was showing me her pin collection. And she showed me a pin that could move and that um, was supposed to look like a cutting die machine. But I am a little bit of a stubborn person. And I always, when I see things, I always think, oh, I can make it cuter or not too um, downsize what the other person did, but it always excites me to see if I can do make it even more realistic. So um, in a good way, I meant to say that I mean it in a good way. I think I can do a better, realisticer job, if that's even a word. So the challenge I set for myself was to design all three parts. Normally, when you design, and that's something I learned along the way, when you design an enamel pin, you pay the mold cost for the pin and you pay a certain amount per pin. Because what they do, all those factories do the same thing. They let the molds be made by a milling company. They have to pay the milling company and then they get the molds in, and with those molds they pour the the outside frame of the enamel pin, and then sometimes they let the pins be filled by the machine and sometimes they let the pin be filled by hand. And what I've been told is that when they are filled by hand, they are more detailed, more exclusive. So keep that in mind. So I designed the pin parts because the interactive pin has three molds. Molds cost vary between $50 and $70 per mold. So you then, if you pay, for instance, the $210, you will only have molds, no pins, no enamel, no nothing. So I was asking the factory, would you be able to make a pin like this? And I was showing a video that Tracy sent me of the pin she had. And the downside of Chinese companies, that's what I think the downside is they all say, oh yes, we can. And then I think, okay, are you sure you sound very convinced? Yeah, we can make that. Okay. So I sent them videos of what I want. I sent to them my design. And then they are going to ask me, could you send me a picture of the bottom side? Could you send me a picture of the side view? Could you send me a picture of this and that? And then I asked something like, if you know how to make stuff, why do you need to have pictures and videos of all angles? Then I'm personally like, I don't think you're able to make it. So, yeah, my normal pin manufacturer was not able to make it because he was asking me for all those details. So I thought, okay, China is a big country. Let me see if I can find a new factory. Searched. And then I contacted a person in China that I know who knows a lot of factories. He contacted 8 factories And the prices I needed to pay for those enamel pins, the interactive pin, oh, I was like, oh my goodness, that's something I can't afford. They are outrageously expensive. One, because you have to buy three molds. Normally, you only have to buy one mold. Two, because they have to be filled by hand. And three, they have to be assembled after they are filled, polished, and so on and so on. So, but the price is the difference between factories was sometimes about $300. That one factory asked me this amount and the other factory asked me an amount. It was outrageous. So I had something like, okay, you know what, Nicole, sometimes you have to stop thinking about stuff you really want and don't even go there. And but it was stuck in my head. I just wanted to do the die cutting machine or cutting die machine interactive pin so badly. Hi Eve, sorry I didn't say hi, sweetie. So I had something like, okay, Nicole, let it go. So I didn't think about it. And then Ben and I went to the IKEA and I bought this frame that I showed in the beginning. I put my pins in it and I thought, okay, it would be a cute picture on Instagram. So I put on Instagram the picture. Guess what happened? I was contacted by six enamel pin factories who were telling me, "Hey, do you need to have new pins? Do you want us to give you a quote?" And then I had something like, "Okay, I was just in the phase of letting things go, and now you are going to nag me about having a new pin." And in the meanwhile, I already ordered the craft matte pin with my normal manufacturer. So I was like, oh, okay, what should I do? Should I give this another try or should I let it go at all? I think, okay, Nicole, now you have to put your business hat on. And so one of the six that contacted me stood out, and it was because the perfect way he spoke English. And that's something I like because that makes it way more easier to communicate if you want certain details in your pins or stuff like that. So I answered him back, listen, I have this pin idea in my head. Are you able to? Of course, they say yes. I sent him the files and he gave me a price that I had something like, okay, that's a reasonable price I can work with. So if you go to my Etsy shop and you want to buy the interactive pin, know that if I would, I don't make any money on them. Zero. And I didn't my intention was not to make money on them. I just thought it would be a fun pin to have. I wanted it myself. And so the price I'm asking for the pin is purely the cost price of the molds, filling them by hand, putting them together, shipping cost from China to me, taxes that I have to pay to the Dutch, um, how do you say that? Government. So, and it's not all about making money. It's sometimes you do things you just want to have yourself and hope and pray to God that other people like your idea too. So that's why I did it. If this will fail, well, I need to stop buying things for a year. I think so. But yeah, I put my hands in the fire. That's a Dutch saying. So I have to sit on the blisters. Hi, Tash Marie. Hi. Thank you for joining. But enough about what it costs. I agreed. He produced them. And then, right before he wanted to send them to me, I discovered the mistake. I saw that they offset it, the top part that holds the paper layer in between the two pin surfaces. So I had something like, oh my goodness, this is wrong. And he was like, yeah, but you approved the drawings. And I had something like, yeah, but listen. And in the meanwhile, you have to know I already paid for everything. So I already lost a lot of money. And then I had something like, oh, but I can't sell these. Those don't look right like an actual cutting die machine. What was the problem? I hope I can show it on this piece of paper. Yeah, but wait a minute. I will update you in a second. But if you see this part, what they did is they centered it too far. That's to the left. Yeah. And it needs to be centered over this part and not over this part. So not over the entire part. So it was too much. This top part is too much to the left. If you go to my Instagram and you see the video of him working the paper up and down, you can see it. That's how they were. But I was so excited to see the pin completed that I didn't notice it in the first 10 times that I looked at the video. And then later on, when it was evening in the Netherlands, it's nighttime there. And then I suddenly noticed it and I had something like, I can't sell those. Those are not, those are offset. Those are not centered right. And I had something like, oh, I was in pure panic. And especially because they already cost me a fortune to make. And I had something like, okay, I need to see if I can contact him in any kind of way. So I emailed him, I texted him through or DM'd him through Instagram. And lucky enough, he had not turned his phone off. So the poor guy was already sleeping. And I was blinking and bleeping him like crazy because I knew if I wouldn't get a hold of him in the morning when I was still asleep in the Netherlands, they wake up and he would ship them out to me. So I got a hold of him and I told him the problem, and he told me, well, I think I don't understand you. So I send him pictures and drawings to make myself clear. And then he told me, okay, we can fix it. But yeah, I'm sorry, Nicole, you approved those drawings. Uh, you have to pay for it. So I had something like, oh no, you got to be kidding me. Yeah. And I know if you bring this to court, he is right because I approved that. But the problem is what they do is they show you a picture of the back side, and there are only two little dots where they weld the top part to the bottom part. And on the picture, it's not clear to see that they are offset. It's only 2.5 millimeters, so not even an eighth of an inch. And that's hard to see. So I told him, yeah, but this is hard to see. What can we do? Because I'm not able to also afford them to afford be able to afford them. Let's come on, Nicole, you can do this. I'm not able to let you adjust them and to be able to afford that the adjustment. So he told me, okay, I can understand, And because we want to work with you for a long time, please pay us the mold cost. So I had to pay another 50, yeah, another 55 euros to let them produce a new mold so they can make a new top part that's now centered like it should, uh, like it must be, should be, whatever. Oh, and I had something like, oh, I thank the Lord that I was on time to discover the problem, but yeah, I had to find ways to even cover those costs as well. So they are now for sale for 14.95 in euros. So you will in your currency the number will be different, but that's purely cost. I will not make any cent profit on them, and I don't care about that. I just want to have a good product, and I loved the fact that it was an interactive pin. So yeah, that's the whole story about behind the interactive pin. Hi, Polly. Hi, sweetie. Hugging you from far. And how is singing Ben today? Oh, Ben is not feeling well. He's waving. Ah, thank you, Polly. Yeah, Ben is. We think he has an airway infection, so he is sick on the couch, and I'm upstairs feeling like a nurse because men, when they are sick, they can't do anything. So yeah, um, I'm now nurse, designer, and whatever stuff like that. Okay, but as soon as the pins are in, I will show them, of course. And Yeah, I have everything in. So beautiful baggies to pack them. My envelopes are in. I made the backing cards. Everything is ready for them to arrive. And hopefully they will be here in about 1.5 weeks. The interactive pin and the craft mat pin will be in, I believe, 2, maybe 3 days. So yeah, let's see. And if you buy both, again, you will get a free gift with a value of about $10. And that $10 is including the extra shipping fee I need to pay on top of what you pay for shipping if you buy them. So it's absolutely for free. Even the shipping cost will be covered. But yeah, I do that because I, like you guys, I value the fact that you buy so many items out of my Etsy shop. And yeah, sometimes it's just fun to be able to give everybody a gift who support you, and yeah, that kind of stuff. Without sounding too sentimental. And again, if you want to have the backdrop that I made for this, so the print, so you can print it out yourself, and you want to make a frame for your enamel pins yourself, send me an email and I will send it to you for free. I don't need any money for the design. Um, Sometimes things, it's just fun to be able to give things away for free. That's what I wanted to say. So, and today I also signed up to make a second interactive pin, but I will tell about that when it's sorry. Ah, excuse me, when it's time to tell you all about that one. But yeah, that one, the second interactive one, is not does not have a crafty team. This one has, because it's a die cutting machine, cutting die machine, however you want to say it. So it looks on the backing card like this, and this will be the pin if you want to see it in action. There is a video on my Instagram of it. And how are you guys all doing? Because you are all so silent. I want to chat with you guys, but There's nothing to say or answer or whatever. Oh, and before I um, stop with the live stream, if I have to weigh the pins, and I'm not sure what they will weigh now, so I estimated them. If later on it turns out that you paid too much on shipping, I will refund the money that you paid too much. So don't worry about that. That's my promise. Oh, what's wrong, Francine? What's happened? Francine told me in Dutch that she doesn't have the best time at this moment. I hope not something serious. I hope so. I hope all will be right. And else, please let me know in an email, Francine. Um, yeah, I'm going to go. Thank you for checking all out. And oh, hi Yvette. Hi, sweetie. Yeah, it's been a while that I did a live stream and you were here. Sorry. Oh, Francine, let me know in an email, and I will. Which shipping is the best? Suda, um, yeah, my experience, and that's my honest experience. Um, 99.9% of the people choose the simple option of just without shipping without track and trace. And up until this day, as far as I know, with an honest heart, I can tell you that I don't get any problems from people that say, "Hey, I didn't get my parcel." Or it only happened in the beginning, I believe 2 or 3 times. But the problem back then was, and that's a little bit hard to explain, but in the Netherlands, we can buy stamps or we can buy a code. And what I did is I bought codes, and those codes you can write on the envelope. But the problem is that my parcels go to the other side of the world and they don't know about our code system. And then they delivered the packages and told, hey, you didn't pay for shipping, that kind of stuff. But that is way, way in the beginning. um, I sent out, I believe, 26 times in between then and now. And yeah, I don't get many people that say, or don't get many people, I don't get any people that say they didn't get their parcel. But to be honest, I have in the description box stated that if you pick without track and trace code, it is at your own risk. Maybe, and that's something I don't know. Maybe somebody didn't get their parcel and didn't complain about it to me because they know of the rules. That's something that's possible. But uh, honest to God, um, I swear it on all that everybody that I love. I do not have any problems with parcels don't getting where they need to go. That's my honest opinion, or not opinion. Well, I mean, how do you say that? Come on. Oh, my English is so rubbish. Oh, that's the truth. Let me say, yeah, yeah, a fact. So, yeah, if you want to save yourself a few bucks, I would also choose normal shipping. But if you know that you sometimes don't receive your parcels properly because you have a rubbish postman, yeah, then it would be smart to take with track and trace. Uh, so for me, it's not an option to choose for you. I don't know how your postal services are normally, or normally are. See? Oh, oh, oh. Thank you, Josh Marie. I shared it with love. Some of you always like to hear the stories behind things, and that's why I do these live streams. And it's for me an opportunity to let you know how much effort goes into a product that you see. Because I love to hear those stories myself. So yeah, maybe more people like it too. So nice to see you again. Regards to Ben and big hugs. Thank you, Yvette, and big hugs from me to you as well, sweetie. Thank you. That's good to know. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Yeah, it's my experience. Yeah. Um, if I would get that a lot, I would certainly let you know, and then I would certainly advise you to take track and trace. But track and trace is so expensive, and trust me, I have to pay that amount to be able to um, uh, ship things out. I think it's outrageous, but they fill up a plane with so much stuff, and then you have to pay for each package such a high price. I think it's ridiculous. I think they pull our arms and legs out. But yeah, we have to deal with it. I can't hand deliver them all myself. That would be then I yeah would need to be a millionaire and have my own plane and my own stuff. And I would love to do it, but yeah. Thank you, Francine. Thank you. Yeah, I would love to do it, but that's not possible. I think it would be fun to have my own plane, fly out there. Hi, here is your package. I'm crazy enough for that. Yeah, I would do that. People who know me, they know I would do that. But then I think um, I wouldn't make any profit at all on the other stuff that I sell. Hi, Precious. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm almost done because, yeah, I explained everything I wanted to explain. Um, the new two enamel pins are now available in my Etsy shop as a pre-order. They won't take long. Last time the pre-order for the Mrs. Nutcracker was way too long, so now I waited longer before I have put them in my Etsy shop. So yeah, I hope in 2 or 3 days to get the first one in, and within a 1.5 week the other one. Catch you on the reply. Thank you. Thank you, Precious. Thank you. Yeah, I wish you all a nice evening. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to my stories. And when the pins arrive and the other goodies, I will do a new live stream. And don't forget, if you buy both of them, you will get a free gift with a value of about $10. I know it's not much, but yeah, I like to do fun stuff to make you wonder what's the free gift and then open your pack. I would be a fly on your shoulder. Would love to do that and see your reaction to the gift. So, yeah. I- Oh well. I wish y'all a nice evening or morning or wherever you are in the world. For me, it's evening, so you can see it's dark outside. You see the cars on the highway there passing by. Um, yeah, I will speak to you all soon. A big kiss from me to all of you, and yeah, see you guys next time. Bye bye.